In today's episode, Angel attempts to ride a skinny, Ricardo flips his bike over,
Oh god, how did that happen?
and we set out on one last riding weekend to say goodbye to the Jeffsy. Hey guys, welcome back. We are in Coldwater Mountain in Anniston, Alabama for what is a bittersweet moment for me because we are saying goodbye to the 2017 YT Jeffsy that I've been riding for the last 3.5 years at this point. It has come time to replace it, and I'll definitely tell you more about that a little bit in the future. Not ready yet. I wanted to give the bike a proper send-off, so this weekend we are racing the Oak Mountain enduro, and I am with the regular crew, Angel and Ricardo over there, because Angel just did some crazy skinny, which, let me show you that. The problem with Angel is that if you jokingly point out a slow tech feature that looks impossible, he'll take you seriously and actually go for it. I've been here quite a few times, and it's the first time I actually see somebody go for the skinny. After a few tree hugs and much persistence, he cleaned it perfectly. Congratulations. Stand there in the middle, next to the tree, just so that there's reference to how tall it is. Anyhow, after we did not do that, we're climbing this to go ride the good stuff here at Coldwater, and tomorrow we're going to be racing, but that's a separate video. Coldwater Mountain is one of the best assigned networks I've ever been to. With the trailhead at roughly 1,000 feet, the peak just shy of 1650, and the lowest point around 750 feet, there isn't really that much elevation here. Yet the trails flow endlessly as speed, as if there were thousands of feet to work with. We made our way from one trailhead to the other, covering roughly 20 miles and 2,400 feet of climbing, but for some reason, days here always feel like they had much more vert than the stats tell. And with that out of the way, let's go shred. One of the most characteristic things about Coldwater is the abundance of rollers. It's definitely exhausting to pump them all, but if you do, there's tons of pedal-free speed to be gained.
Messed up the line? How did that happen? Need help? I didn't even stop because it was like such a slow motion thing. You were just standing there and then it's like, uh-oh.
Even on sections of trail that are rated green, the builders added plentyful rollers, which makes it one of the best places for groups of different skill levels to have fun on a single trail. This is rideable by most any mountain biker, but it's so much fun and so hard to max the speed that can be done here, that even expert mountain bikers will be working really hard. If you pump through all of these, your legs get to be on fire in no time.
Whew. A little slippy there. One mistake and he's gone. Now I gotta catch him again.
Every time I have to deal with this type of small berm, I feel like I overbrake so much. I'm sure these can be done way faster, but I can't seem to wrap my head around trusting them and just letting go. Unfortunately, we don't have many of these close to my home trails, so it's hard for me to practice, but it's something where I definitely have to improve. After making it down to the Anniston trailhead, we got our climbing legs back on to head to the Coldwater trailhead where we had parked. Routing us through the crown jewel of Coldwater Mountain, Bomb Dog.
So I've been riding this bike at this point for like 4 years almost, and it has been so great to me. I've taken it to so many places. It's a bike that's been extremely faithful and versatile. Ridden it in every possible style of riding, from XC sprint racing to Whistler Bike Park. I just love it.
It was actually a hard choice to decide it was time for a change, but the industry just keeps on making new amazing bikes, so I couldn't resist. It was fitting though that the last serious ride on it would be the Oak Mountain Enduro, as its first big day of riding was also there back when I filmed the first impression videos in 2017. While the footage of that day didn't work, the experience I got from riding there did. I couldn't have planned a better place to have the story of this bike come to a close. So next video, we'll be looking at that race.
Yeah, so Ricardo's gonna lead us down Bomb Dog, 200 miles an hour minimum, or 15, you know, whichever. They're both okay. You guys silly? Still gonna send it. Good old Larry Enticer.
While Bomb Dog starts with the rock slot / rock garden thing, it's a bit deceiving because the rest of the trail holds true to Coldwater's design. Rollers, rollers, and more rollers. In my opinion, this is one of the best descents of the southeastern USA. It's up there with some stuff in Pisgah, despite lacking the big mountains. The trail is super fast throughout, with varying feel. Some sections are just plain fast, some are rocky, and some wind and twist through the trees. This combo makes for an adventure where you're always on your toes. Same as I had mentioned before, almost anyone can ride this, but it can be done mind-numbingly fast as you gain confidence. This is a place where I'd love to race an enduro at, just to see some of the locals blast through here. I'm positive it can be done way faster than we're going.
Bit of a drop there. I forgot about that. I'd forgotten about that.
Considering we had a race the next day, maybe it wasn't the best idea to push that much here. The thing is, getting to Alabama takes 12 hours from Miami, so to me, it's much more important to make a good riding weekend out of the experience than being fully rested. Because, truth be told, I'm not winning any enduros, so fun goes first every time. That being said, it always takes me a bit of time to get used to the mountains again, particularly to remember to look further ahead. Most of our trails in Florida are so tight and windy, you usually look 6 feet ahead. At this speed here, it's important to look way ahead of that. So getting a few days of riding before actually going racing usually ends up being an advantage.
Oh, whew.
I almost didn't see that tree, it really gave me a good scare. The truth is that there was plenty of space under it, but it was at a weird angle where it was hard to see it until you were in the corner. And so, after what felt like endless trail, we get to the last stretch of descent on Bomb Dog. There is one nuisance on this trail though. In order to use all the elevation available, the builders went below trailhead elevation. So you have to hit one last climb to get back to the car. It's not very long and it's not very steep, but after a full day, it feels like Everest.
Just 1 mile up. I'm most definitely gonna miss this bike. I've gotten to know it so well that my main concern with getting a new one is how long it's gonna take me to feel at home again. We have made it back to the trailhead. Hell yeah. Woo! I am exhausted.
I made it, man.
Good day of riding. Great day of riding.
Definitely feeling it. This was day 2 of riding for us. So yesterday we did like 27 miles as a pre-ride for the enduro for tomorrow. And today, I guess it's like 20, so it's been a rough couple days. A great rough couple days. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you had fun with me today. Next video is the not so fast enduro at Oak Mountain State Park. I will see you for the next one, and happy riding.